Okay, so what I'm going to show you to do is to plug this all into Desmos.com to get these answers a little easier, just in case your graphing calculator doesn't work, or if that online program I gave you doesn't work either. So you're just going to go to Desmos.com. I'm going to spread it out so you can see it a little better. You're just going to hit Start Graphing, and you're going to want to open up that keypad. Okay, so I'm going to just make mine smaller so you can see the actual problem. You have this written down in your notes, but also so you can see it. I boxed everything that we are going to put into this number 1 spot. The x equals isn't needed, but we're just going to plug everything else in. The first thing we're going to do is make a fraction bar so that we can separate the top and the bottom. So you're going to hit the divide and you'll get a fraction bar. I want to make sure my dashed line is on the top. Now I'm just going to start typing in everything the way I see it. So negative 14. Now you can't do the plus or minus, but if you remember from our steps down here, I broke up 14 plus or minus 2 into 14 plus 2 and 14 minus 2. So you're just going to have to take 2 steps. First I'm going to start with plus. To get the square root symbol, I'm going to hit this button down here next to ABC. And I'm going to now start plugging everything in underneath. Parentheses, negative 14. I'm going to hit squared minus 4, parentheses 2, parentheses 24. And then I'm just going to arrow down to the bottom. And then 2 times 2, I can just do in my head, which is 4. But if you wanted to separate it, you may. And now if you notice, the answer pops up, which is what we got right here. But that was when we did the plus sign. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the problem and I'm going to change this plus sign here between the two, where it says plus or minus, to be a minus symbol. And if you notice, your other answer they give you is 3. Okay, so you can just do it like this instead. Just go to Desmos.com, start plugging in all your information to give you both answers, but you need to make sure you do the plus to get your first answer and switch it to get the minus to get your other answer. Okay, if you have any questions, just come see me. Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to show you how to plug in your answers when it's irrational into an answer box. The question here does not match up with the question that's at the bottom that we did during class or during the beginning of this video, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how to plug this into Delta Math. So we do not need the x equals when we are plugging in, but since there is more than one thing on the top of the fraction bar, I need to use parentheses. Negative 3 plus or minus, they give you the plus or minus here, square root of 89. You jump outside the parentheses. You can use the slash, which is connected to your question mark, to make the fraction bar. And then you just type in 10. And that's how you would show your answer for irrational answers where you can't just get x equals 3, x equals 4. In your complex root answers where we had the I in our final answer like we do here, it's just super simple. The same way if you had a numerator and denominator, you need the parentheses. But if we look at our answer we have, it's just negative 5 plus or minus 2, and you just type in I on your keyboard. All right, let us know if you have any questions.